Hey, welcome to Unit 8. Lesson here is 8-1, Linear Equations and Functions. So we are going to be stepping back here about toward the middle of the book. You might find this to be something you've already seen in some form or fashion. So this should be pretty straightforward here. How about our math career at the beginning? A nuclear engineer. Nuclear engineer, you can see the salaries over there on the right-hand side are pretty healthy. You're going to need some mathematics here, of course, to go forward. Nuclear engineers devise how to use radioactive materials in manufacturing, agriculture, medicine, power generation, and many other ways. Many nuclear engineers design, develop, monitor, and operate nuclear plants to use to generate power. In fact, there is a nuclear power plant down by San Diego, right down the way from us here. Nuclear engineer, lots and lots of power consumption going to be used. This is a great career and going to take a lot of skill. Alright, today we will verify whether a point lies on a line. Let's see, so our vocabulary today is a linear equation or a function. We'll be looking at both of those. We already are somewhat familiar with both of these ideas. Let's go ahead and jump right in here. A linear equation is any equation that, when graphed, forms a straight line. We've seen earlier, of course, that the first four letters of the word linear are just L-I-N-E for line, so it kind of gives it away there. So for example, if we have anything that looks like this, this here is going to be an equation. This would be a linear equation because you can tell quite easily that this is a straight line. Now a function is a relationship in a line or in some graph in which every x, we also call that the domain or an input. Algebra 2 teachers are going to use the word domain quite a bit. Every x value is paired with exactly one y value, or called the range, or the output. So x, y, domain, range. If you think about the alphabet, which comes first, x or y? Well, x does. In the alphabet, what comes first? D for domain or R for range? D does. So x matches domain and y matches range. For example, let's just look at a little cartoony example here. If you have a vending machine dealing with some candy or something, you drop a nickel in, a dime, or a quarter, you're going to get three different results. So if we put a nickel in, we expect to get maybe a little Reese's cup thing. If we put a dime in there, maybe we get, what do we get here with a dime? A little bag of M&Ms, okay? And how about a quarter? Well, if we put a quarter in, then we're going to get a larger Hershey chocolate bar there. But let's say the next day you come to the same vending machine and you drop that quarter in, and yet it gives you the little Reese's thing. You would instantly know that there's something wrong here. When you put the quarter in, you expected a certain value. That's not the value that you expect. So this function, this thing here, is not functioning properly. In fact, it's got a mistake here. All right, let's look at a more mathy example. How about if you have y equals x plus 4? Here's our domain, 3, 2, and negative 3. If I put x in there, if I change it to a 3, what's our answer? Well, y would be 7, correct? We plug 3 in for x, we get a 7 as the answer. What if I plug in a 2? Well, if I plug a 2 in, then we should get 6. And if I plug a negative 3 in, we end up with 1. I shouldn't plug in negative 3 and get 1 as an answer, and then plug in negative 3 and get 2 or 0. I should only get one response. That is the definition of a function. Alright, here we've got a graph with a function here, and we've got an XY t-chart. So let's go ahead and put 0 in and plug it in there to the function there. So if we plug in 0 for x, y equals 0 plus 2. What's your answer? Of course, it's 2. And there's your plot pointed right there at 0, 2. What about the next one? What if we plug in a 2 here? Plug in a 2 for x, what's y? You agree it's 4? So there's your next point, 2, 4. And how about this one? Negative 2 would give us a plot of 0. Connect the dots, and lo and behold, we have a linear equation here. Also known as a function, we have a one-to-one relationship, and these are what's called the solutions to the equation. Solutions are these ordered pairs. 0, 2 is a solution, 2, 4 is a solution, negative 2, 0 is a solution, because each of those points lie on the line. Alright, so what do you think? Is 5, 7 a solution to the following equation? So just take a look at this and see what we got. Remember that x comes before y, so our x value is going to be 5, and our y value is going to be 7. So let's plug these in then. Let's see what happens. The value for x, the value for y. Notice, of course, I've got 7 equals 5 plus 2. True or false? Does 7 equal 5 plus 2? Of course it does. So the answer is yes. That ordered pair 5, 7 is a solution to the equation. It lies on the line. All right, so your turn here. Let's take a look and see what we get. Within your notebook, demonstrate if each ordered pair is a solution for the given equation. Let's take a look. Is 414 a solution for the following? 3x plus 2 equals y. So let's do one here together. So here's what I'm going to do. 3x, so I'm going to have 3 times 4. Is that agreed? Plus 2. And the question is, does that equal 14? Well, 3 times 4, that's 12. 12 plus 2, indeed, 12 plus 2 is 14. So if I go back here and go back to the computer will tell us that indeed it is a solution. So the answer here is yes. That ordered pair is a solution. So try the next one now. What do you think? What are you going to plug in for x? You plug in a 2 for x and a 3 for y. And what answer did you come up with? All right, I'll give you your answer here on 3, 2, 1. The answer here is no, this is not a solution. Looks to me like 8 subtract 6 is not going to be 12, so no, that's not going to work. How about this one? Is 2, 1 a solution? 2, 1. So I'll give you about 10 seconds here. Plug in a 2 for x, a 1 for y. 3 times 2 is 6. 2 times 1 is 2. Indeed, yes, this is a solution. Very good. This is a solution. So that's really it for lesson 8-1. You've got more instruction at the top there. Just navigate to the site. You've got some digital score practice at the bottom. It'd be very good for you to go in and practice that. Anyway, have fun with it, and we'll see you soon.